Oh, am I going to suffer for that, Susan Boyle? She's not here. Did I just incur a great karmic debt? What link bait? Susan Boyle in my video. Yes, she's here, right here, right here. Actually, this was just a sneaky way to get into the YouTube interface, because there have been some changes. And so far, you can't see these outside the United States. So if you're outside the US, here's a preview. And if you're anywhere, here's what I think is going on. Here's YouTube that was. And if you're outside the US, YouTube that still is. The big controversy is up there in the nav bar, where it says Home, Videos, Channel, Community. So what's changing? Well, for one thing, Community. It's kind of an ominous symbol, but it's going off the navigation bar. No more Community. The symbolism is perfect. Community. Gone. I mean, if your objective was to try and foment a revolution among all the people who make YouTube videos, the users who generate the user-generated content, the community, if your job was to tick off the community, well, of course, taking the word community right off the nav bar is just the way to do it. Wait a minute. Community? I don't even remember what was under there. Did you ever click it? Tell me in the comments. What are we missing? So what does new YouTube look like? Well, it's a lot like the old YouTube, except underneath it's radically different. Maybe. Okay, so they've lost community, but they decided that home, videos, and channels are all keepers. Just spread them out. So that makes two new spaces to fill. The first one is subscriptions. This is a good piece. They not only fixed the bugs in the sub box, but they've improved it with a lot of new features. I don't have time to go into them here, but click all the buttons. Look at it. I think you'll like it. I do. And finally, shows. Yes, the dreaded shows. And that's your new YouTube. The new look. The old look. The new look. That's the new design, and the whole controversy is what's underneath that shows button. And before we look at that, one thing needs to be really clear. If you look at the nav bar, it's home, subscriptions, videos first, and then shows. So the new stuff isn't dominating the old user-generated content. Not so fast there, Binky. There is a real problem, and if you stay tuned, I'll show you where it is. So what's in the shows button? Shows, movies, TV shows. Right now it's mainly old movies and old TV shows. Some of them are high quality. So if you look in there, the content's not that impressive. It's pretty meager. There's some good titles in there, but you've got to dig hard. But the architecture's in place, the navigation's in place, and the technical architecture's in place to do high quality streaming. Now, some people think that this is going to pull people away from the user-generated content. Here's the way I look at it. If there is an audience for movies and TV shows online, and I think there is, why shouldn't YouTube take part of it? Somebody's going to do it. Why shouldn't it be YouTube? Why shouldn't YouTube have the opportunity to increase their revenues so they can support the user-generated content that we're doing? But Hulu's already doing it. They're pulling an audience away from YouTube, away from all the user-generated content. If people would rather watch George Clooney or Will Smith or Will Ferrell instead of me, well, I can't stop them from doing that. It's not YouTube's problem. Somebody's going to put the George Clooney movies up online. May as well be YouTube. Why not? Doesn't interfere with me. I've got my audience. There is an issue. There is a place where we lose out. That very special brass ring that I've never caught, but some of my friends have caught. The 12 spots on the front page of YouTube for spotlighted content. Used to be called featured content. Where do you think those are going now? Not to us. No, they're not. So the party's by no means over, but I think they are running out of champagne for us, and I think we're going to have to make do with ginger ale. Until next time, I'm Mikola.